how I lost 10 pounds in 1 month, or 4.5 kilos. So basically, I was getting ready for my wedding. Me and my long-term partner got married a couple of weeks ago now, and I wanted to trim down that last little bit just before I went away. So I went on a bit of a strict regimen where I done what we call protein sparing modified fasting. Basically, it's going viral at the moment. They call it hyperketosis, but the original term, which has been around for a while, is called protein sparing modified fasting. And what it is you take your ideal body weight, so not the weight you're at now, but the weight you should be for your height and your build, and you convert it into pounds, and then you have 1 gram of lean protein per pound of body weight. So for me, it was about 175 grams a day I needed to eat. And what you do is you split this up into 2 or 3 meals a day. I was doing 2 meals a day because I do intermittent fasting. So I'd always skip breakfast anyway. I just meal prepped at the beginning of the week, and I bought the 5% fat lean steak mince, whitefish fillets. They sell them in Tesco's. They're probably the best value for money. And then just 100% chicken breast fillets as well. And I cooked these up with some spices. So I put cayenne pepper, turmeric, a paprika, bit of garlic powder, salt and pepper. I just spiced it up, give it a lot of flavour, just so it wasn't boring eating these foods. And then I just cooked up broccoli and cauliflower. So what I would advise is, before you start cooking, look at the amount of food you're about to cook, or the amount of protein you're about to cook, and then work out how many portions you can split that into to get close to your amount of protein that you need to have per meal per day. So for me, I was aiming for about 60 grams in each pack. So I would divide it up into lunches and dinners. So then all I would do is get scales out once the meat was cooked, and I knew that my mince would split, say, 4 times. So all I would do then is get 4 Tupperware tubs and scoop the mince in to each Tupperware tub on scales, and I would divide it by 4. And I would just keep putting it on the scales, adding a bit more mince, so they were all the same. So it's just an even split of the mince. I found that the easiest way to do it. I've done that with the chicken, and I've done that with the fish as well. Then once I've got the meat into the dishes, I would then add in, or evenly split up the broccoli and cauliflower between each portion. It doesn't matter how much, it's just to add a bit of extra fibre, help get a couple of extra nutrients in from the veggies. Then one thing I did discover, which is one of my recipes I put in with the yogurt and the fruit, that the Fage yogurt. And what I would do is I would have 2 of them a day with some fruit and some cold milled flaxseed as a dessert. So then you felt like you was eating like a meal and a pudding, a meal and a pudding. And yet I think my calories were coming in at something like 1,500 calories a day. So it was really low calories. And what I done was I stuck to this Monday to Friday. And then on the weekends, I would have cheat weekend, but it was actually just eating normal keto meals. So I'd have higher fats. So even though it was classed as a cheat weekend, it was actually my normal keto diet. And doing that made it a lot more easier mentally for me, because it was like 4 weeks I'd done it for. And having keto every weekend just gave you a bit of a reset. So then when you started back with the meal plan Monday to Friday, you was almost reaching for the goal of getting to Friday again, so you have a little bit more fats in your diet. But I found that the weight just came off so quickly. Like I say, on average, it was about 2.5 pounds a week. One thing I did also have is I've got some like keto-friendly protein shakes. So if you can source some of them, they're really handy, because I would have my 2 meals a day, the 2 puddings, and I'd have 1 protein shake. So it helped add in that extra protein that I needed to get up to the level I needed for my weight. But I would highly recommend it. Just one thing to remember is that when you do come off it, give yourself a good week or 2 of really moderating what you're eating, because you can rebound quite hard. Because I found that when I was in the middle of the week of doing it, I felt like I was doing a fast. So I've done like 55-hour fast is the longest I've ever gone. And how you feel on the protein sparing modified fasting, after like day 2, you start feeling like you're actually fasting anyway, because you can feel your metabolism is working overtime because you feel like you're fasted. All it does is that the eating enough protein means your body won't eat your protein in your body. It will preserve your protein and you will just burn fat. So in that essence, you don't lose the wrong weight off your body. You know, all these Ozempic injections that people are taking, people tend to lose 30 to 40% of muscle mass whilst they're losing weight on it. But if you do it this way, you will lose just fat, you'll preserve all your muscle. As long as you're still training and you're giving the right signals to your body by going to the gym and staying active, you won't lose any muscle at all, and you'll just lose fat during this process. Give it a go, and if you've got any questions or there's anything you think I might have missed, just ask. You know, I'm always here to help, and I'm always here to fill in any gaps that I might have missed. So yeah, let me know how you get on. If you do try it, it does work really well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.